Okay, and we are back in the car. I have given myself a route to a pizza place, which I will remove, but I didn't want to go into the interstate. So, back to driving. And let's see how this all works out. Probably gonna dial it down here a bit. It's very hard for me to see which way the signal goes. So, okay, to the right. Okay. Do you see the card? The shopping cart? Yes. Again, it's very hard for me to see anything with the cover that I have put in place here. So I am, other than zooming in to the navigation here, I'm not really sure which way we go right now. I guess to the left. And there's another stop sign. Okay, good. I think we can go straight here. And some electric chargers. Awesome. Yeah, this is in the way, Tesla. So that was a strict disengagement. That's actually something that I responded to somebody on Twitter today, that that's kind of the constellation where the pillar camera here on the B pillar has a hard time seeing anything, and you rely on the repeater camera from the fender, and at a certain angle you might have some sort of blind spots. And the car to my right here was obviously well visible to me, but FSD pulled out quite a lot and was already in the lane, so that's not good. You don't necessarily need to go into another lane, but where's it signaling to the right? Not sure why. That was very unsafe. Jesus. If I had somebody in front of me, I would, like this, I would keep some distance for the driving that the car just exercised. Looking very much like a beginner. So this is the way I'm going now on purpose, because later in this drive, before the post office, there will be right turning lanes, and those right turning lanes obviously are for right turns, but the car on 11.4.2 kept going into those right turning lanes in order to go straight. So yeah, we'll see if that stops now with this 11.4.3 version. According to some of the stuff that I have seen on Twitter, it is still an issue. Maybe it's better for this road here for me, but we will find out. And that's another thing that is unnecessary, because this lane here ends soon and we need to make our way back into the left lane. So I have a pickup. Is that a pickup truck? I have somebody approaching. So this is now a right turning lane only, and I have somebody next to me. Make the turn. Okay, now show me how do you recover from this. Well, didn't really want to go this way, but since we're doing this, we do it. So clearly, the right turn was not necessary. The route was going straight, but since the car found itself in the right turning lane and didn't have an opportunity to go into the left lane, we ended up with this route now. And let me just edit the trip at this point. I don't think that it will send me back to the interstate. Yep, that's the way I want to go. So arts and crafts is on the menu for me to build some sort of shield cover here that still allows me to see the dashboard without, you know, having to scramble. And yep, still see the dashboard, but no reflection. I honestly have to say I haven't been going this way, and for that intersection right now, it was a bit of a blind view, so I wasn't really sure where the intersection continues after crossing it, and the speed the car had for FSD was faster than I would have chosen in order to see where the road goes after that, but that wasn't bad. So good things and bad things. Wasn't really an intersection turn, but signaling is better than not signaling. for sure. So again, that's the scenario here with a dedicated right turning lane. At a certain angle, you really need to rely on the repeater camera versus the B pillar. And I'm not really sure how this is gonna work out for like complete full self-driving level 6. I had the car going into this right lane here before on FSD. Does not happen right now. That's good. So let's see if we go into the right lane. The right lane will end after this intersection, and we would have to go back here into the left lane. But it seems like we are in the correct lane for what's coming up. So it would be interesting if the car is actually switching into the right lane after this intersection, which again is not necessary, but we see. Okay, just checking. I don't really have anybody right behind me. It's a bit in the distance. So let's see how this all works out. So further down the road, kind of where the truck is, there's a right turning lane, and FSD has put me into this right turning lane, and then at some point made the right turn to go here in parallel back to where we just passed, to do this whole loop again. So here we go. No, not today. There was a little bit of a tendency, but this actually has improved. But nevertheless, there are more of those here where it could happen again. So let's see. And the same happened on the other side, coming from the post office, going in the opposite direction. I had been going in those right turning lanes. So some improvement. That's wrong. Please don't go there. Talking about improvements. And if this happens again, we have now somebody approaching me from the back. For anybody watching the 360 view, you can easily turn around to see that. Come on, car, you can do it. So here comes the right turn that the car usually has been taking with quite some speed. And it's still the same thing, indicating after slowing down. Disengage for pothole. This needs to be changed as soon as possible. If there is a turn coming up, turn the indicator on, then slow down, not the other way around. For anybody following, it is easier to recognize an indicator and anticipating that the person will slow down instead of just slowing down for no apparent reason. And then once you slow down tremendously, then you indicate that you want to make the turn. That's not good. Running light. Basically reached the destination. That's why the car is slowing down. So let me take over. Actually, let me park differently so I can engage FSD in order to go back. Okay, I will continue the recording after the post office stop.